Hi, everyone. It's Karen, and please forgive my background. For the next couple of weeks, Janet Hessler Nevins and I are living together in this very kind of small two-bedroom, 1.5 bath home. And she and Jayla and I are a family now. So you're going to see a lot of changes going on. We've really been putting the pedal to the metal, getting things done, because it is um, what we want to get. We're getting our worth in this house, and this house has always been very malleable to me. I've seen a lot of changes. I've been here for 18 years. Can you believe that? 18 years. I cannot fathom the amount of of lives I've lived here. Not just scripts, but actual lives. I'm not the person that I moved in with. Okay, I'm really not. It's just amazing. So let's get down to it. Tonight's talk is about receiving your worth. One of my favorite subjects, and that is receiving my value. Um, I do not um, mess around when it comes to asking for money for my services, and I have several services that I provide in different jobs, and I am getting out of two of my careers, by the way, that I've had for many, many years. One of which since 1995, and the other one since 20, 2015. Yeah, and it's just going by the wayside. Everything is disintegrating lovely, and I am being escorted out those two doors into a greater uh, venue in my coaching business. And Valerie Carruthers and I are working diligently together to get the editing done. We're on the second round of editing on my book, Fuckity Fuck Fuck Fuck. And each fuckity and fuck is capitalized, by the way. Okay. Hi, Val. There you are. And so Valerie and I had a little side talk last night. I don't have any rings on. Sorry. I have, that stuff and this stuff and, earrings, but damn, and my watch, but no earring, no finger rings. That's too bad. So Valerie and I had a talk yesterday about value and pricing and cost. We're both top notch coaches in mind dynamics, law of assumption. Um, her whole thing is different than mine. We both teach different platforms within those genres. I love that word genre, Valerie. And I have a mixture of all LOA teachings, primarily Neville Goddard, and blending it with A Course in Miracles. And I was told many years ago it was impossible and they don't even meet. Well, they do quite well. In fact, if you don't blend both the illusionary world and make it okay, and using your mind to exalt your consciousness higher and higher, you're out of balance. So, going on with that, Valor and I got into a nice discussion about value and how often we are approached and utilized, our time is utilized for free. And we're stopping that. I know I did. And I'm quite clear on the fact that time is money to me. Okay. I cannot fuck around with endless questions when you're really not serious about implementing what I'm saying. You put some meat on the table and you can sit down. That's my hard ass answer. So I have these little things that I have developed in my own MDC Facebook group, which is private, and you won't be allowed to come in. Um, And I send out those several times a day. That's how many people approach me for freebies or to, sell me something or to try to trick me, which is absolutely fucking silly to try to trick someone who is as intuitive and such a straight shooter as me. I report them to Facebook and I delete them if they're a friend of mine. I block them. And if they're in any of my groups, I kick them out. I had to do, well, I'm on Facebook. I'm in Facebook jail for 5 more days, which is actually freeing time to do the book. It was a Bridge of Instance, perfect for me. So going on, Valerie and I are worth every fucking fuck. Christina, hi, honey. Um, and so is Christina. She's also an expert and a coach in her own field. And we all work with the public to assist them to hi. This message is held for review. I don't know what that is. Janet, can you check that? She's in the other room, by the way. So, what I was saying is, uh, I don't know what I was saying. Let me just say this. We are approached as coaches to give freebies to people just because. Well, fuck that. I don't care who you are. Unless you are putting meat on my table, you're not going to get jack shit anything from me. Now, why am I such a hard ass about that? Well, Neville Goddard didn't charge for his services. He certainly did. In today's money, $7,000 a week is what he brought in. Okay. You better do your damn research when you approach me with that bullshit, honestly, you know, or Dave Whitley or any of the other moderators or coaches on, on, um, on manifesting mastery. Nah, we're wiser than that bullshit. Okay. So, yes, we do charge. I give teachings. I teach free because it's broad based and I don't get into anything that is nitpicky. If somebody asks me a second question, trying to take my teaching to apply it to their life, I will tell them that I'm available for coaching on Messenger. And I'm getting tighter and tighter and tighter on that communication. We are worth every single penny we ask for. And believe me, I know what they charge for therapy on the market right now that doesn't give you one hundredth of what value you get from a mind dynamics coach or a Neville Goddard coach. Okay, that knows their stuff and produces manifested results. So, yeah, I'm worth it. I'm worth more actually. And I raise my prices whenever I want. It's my business. And the funny thing about it is, the more I ask for my worth, the better the client comes in and they stay with me. They just don't go in and out. They stay with me. That's telling me something. And they get results. So, fuck yes. Okay. So, anyone who approaches you and asks you to do something out of the blue for free, put a price on it, tell them your price. I don't care who you are. If you are a woman at home babysitting or that has a sideline for babysitting, whatever term you use, nanny, put a price on it. Don't do it for free. Now, if your price is non-monetary, perhaps for an exchange. You keep track of how many hours you've watched Miss Mary's child next door so that she can give you equal amount of time with your little one when you need it. And keep on making sure it's an even Steven deal. If she cops out, cut her off. It's not a good deal. She's not honoring your value. Actually, when people don't honor your value, it speaks of their own value. I could go on forever on this subject. It goes down to self concept. If I think that I am unworthy, I will tighten my grip on my resources and only give it maybe, maybe if the person that's asking for it begs enough on their hands and knees, and then I'll give you just a tiny bit, just a taste. I'll pay you half now. And if I deem your service warrants it, I'll pay you the rest. Bullshit. Nope. Doesn't fly with me. And I'm really a bitch when it comes to this. No one gets it for free. Coaching. No one gets it for free. All you coaches listening to this, you tighten up. Don't get into dialogue with people who are approaching you about your service. Have something typed up, send it to them. On the bottom of what I send, I do not engage in endless questions. You have the answer above. Questions further are from your ego. I don't engage in the ego, dialoguing in the ego. That's all I do. Okay? That's it. A lot of looky-loos. I understand that. Okay? That's what we get. Looky-loos. Are they getting results? Fuck no. And maybe when they get really fucking fed up with their lives and hurt so much they can't stand it, they'll raise their hand and they'll contact us and say, okay, I'm ready. Great, show me the money. I had one guy that contacted me and said, I know you're a coach, I need your help. Okay. Sent him the monies stuff. Sent him the blurb about, I don't do anything for free. Came back at me and said, I need it for free. I'm out of work. I live in a poor country. The poor fleas in Afghanistan who are pregnant and starving. I'm feeding them crumbs that I'm gathering from my neighbor's floors. That bullshit. And then he came back. I didn't respond. Then he came back and said, if you do not help me, I am committing suicide. I had never been approached with someone with that direct comment. So I contacted some people who are in coaching, and they told me what to say. It was valid advice, and so I contacted him back and said, "Contact 911 or your equivalent in your country. Contact services around you to help you get well. I am not responsible for whatever you do and you choose." And he ended up coming back to me, apologizing and saying, thank you for your time. And that's the last I heard of him. Do I feel? Oh, God, yes. I feel so strongly that he's on the edge of a breakthrough and that he needs someone to teach him that and to teach him to break through this bullshit. And I could be that possibility, that person. That I'm going to hold firm to that. I am not going to blink. I am not going to be a different person for every single person who asks me, who tries to manipulate me and convince me that their situation is so darn different, and that if I'd only help them, or if I'd only answer one question. Valerie, how many times have you been approached? Christiana, how many times have you been approached by somebody who says, do you have time to answer just one question? Don't take the bait. Do not take the bait. Do not. That is bait to hook you to, there's no such thing as just one question. I never answer one question. As soon as I send them my blurb that's appropriate to the situation, if they respond back wanting to engage, and the blurb boy says, I do not chit chat, I do not engage, you are entering my coaching office where I earn my fees. I send them to archive. I do not engage. And boy, I love narcs approaching me because their hook to approach me is, I am really having a bad time right now. And I'll send them my blurb. And well, all I want is to talk to you. I sent them my blurb about how much I charge for a 1 hour consultation. Well, I didn't want to, I don't want to talk to you for an hour. I just want a couple of moments on the phone with you. Okay? Not going to do it. Came back at me and started attacking me. Did not engage. Came back again, attacked me again. Did not engage. Came back at me and apologized. Gave me little batty eyes. And oh, I am so sorry for how I approached you the other day. And I was just having a bad day. I did not engage. Guys, do not engage unless they are paying you, and see the money before you engage. Please, you are valuable assets on this planet. They they have to realize this. And in them realizing you're the value, guess what? They see their value inside them. They won't if you don't allow them to, by standing tall and saying no freebies in whatever way you do. Okay? If they call you, if you have a career where they know your phone number and they call you asking you endless questions, then what you want to do is, I don't care how hard it is for you to do this, Christiana. It's not just for you, it's for them. It's always hard, tough financial times, honey. Always. I've lived 62 years almost, coming this March. Guess what? It's always been tough times. Always. For those whose mentality is restrictive. So you have to get yourself to stop restricting cash flow to yourself. Open that up. Allow people into your life that have the funds or that have the faith. Have the funds, have the faith to have the funds. Present it to them miraculously. I've had that happen. I said, have faith and allow. And they do. And they contact me 2 days later. And they pay me the money. Show me the money, honey. I have that tattoo, I'm sure, on my forehead. Show me the money, honey. I have a family to support now. And that family supports me also. So Janet and I are supporting each other with our resources and our multiple levels that we work at, and we are a team. Um, and I'm serious about that. It's not just me anymore in this household. We have Jayla, the little Yorkie, who just had very expensive surgery yesterday, and or the day before. No, yeah, yesterday. And no, night before. She spent the night at the vet. We picked her up, and it was pretty intense. And I want you to know that we created the perfect. I had my mind who was going to do the surgery, the best in Boise, the best probably in Idaho, and he was going away on vacation on the next day. In fact, probably today, and he didn't know if he could fit it in. I just looked at him, and Jayla's, got this, and I knew he was going to do her surgery, and no matter what the 3D showed us, he was going to do the surgery. He did the surgery. Boom. And cost was not a factor. Well, the cost, the cost was the cost. Okay. And so we need to pay that off. I am not going to give you mental surgery for free, guys. I'm not. Fuck that bullshit. Okay. Now, you've got to have the balls, titanium balls, to do what I do. You all do that. Thank you, Christiana. And do you realize that when you take less, you are allowing that client of yours to be less in their eyes? And believe me, their ego's laughing, not only at you, but at them. If you charge $500 for a phone call, don't go $450. Charge $500. As soon as they start arguing, saying, bye, you don't have the time. Your life is important. Their life is important. If they don't think they're that important, you don't have time. You're not going to convince them otherwise. Okay? Now, I hope I have made my point real crystal clear. Your value has to be known by you. You must communicate that value to everyone by number one, not engaging in dialogue. Fuck it. Everybody wants to talk about nothing. Do not engage. I want you to write that out. Do not engage without being paid. Plain and simple. Have a stock blurb that you send to people that explains, not, don't go into a long story. Make it short and sweet. I am a paid mind dynamics coach. My life is dedicated to assisting people to have the life that they've desired. What is it that you feel your block is? Tell me. I will send you the appropriate course description. And I send that to them. 9 times out of 10, they do not further try to further engage with me. Okay. 7 times out of 10. But guess how many threes, of the 3 that are left, ask me questions. I do not engage. If they can't read the goddamn blurb I send them, guess what? They're not going to follow what I send them to begin with. In daily exercises. So screw it. I'm fed up with wasting my time, wasting their time, and getting into a dialogue that doesn't get us anywhere. I am not going to do it. My value, their value, is on the line. believe me, if it was life and death, they would come up with the money. And it is life and death. They might not see that. In fact, most of them don't. They think this is just a sideline, a hobby. It's not. Okay? Or something to get a dick, you know, for the night. Or something, some power to win the lotto. It's not that at all. I don't want clients like that. I really don't. I want people who want loving relationships. I want people who want to heal. I want people who are serious about getting manifested results in their life by healing their mind. And that's truly who I am. Thank you for being here, ladies. And thank you, whoever's watching this. I am bold and expressive in my language, and that's just fine with me. Thank you, and I will see you Wednesday. Bye for now.